Please stand by. Hey there, I'm Odell, the host and creator of Assassin Studio and Simply Sundays. I wanted to give you guys an update on my weekly goals. Talking about a fail, I put the F in failure this week. This is literally the first and only day, since Sunday, that I've been able to sit down and think about one dang darn thing. I had some major focusing problems, and I was out of my medication, so it was a bit of a fail, but I will be attempting my goals from last week, this upcoming week. But understand, it's only truly considered a fail if you don't keep trying. I believe I made mention to my attention deficit disorder in another video. So there will be times I am all over the place and can't focus to save my life. I'm not going to put something out just to put it out. Feel me? Anywho, I'm gravy now, walking on Mars and focused like a sharpshooter. So at this point, what's poppin'? There is not much of a change on this side, but I did find out I have to rebuild my website. Now, that's a pain in the ass. 1 second. I need y'all to roll with me, it's time to get some laughs on. If you have any children in the room, please put your headphones on. Or you can do what I do, pay my child $20 to look for my driver's license that's securely in my wallet, in my pocket. But she gets $20 and I get about 2 hours of chill time, which is broken up every few minutes to make sure she's not tearing down the walls in her bedroom. Yes, I have her search in her room for my ID. It's story time, folks. Let's get back to the house. This gives me a chance to blow one. What tickled me so much is that while I was at the diner, I got a text from my brother asking me how I got banded out of lockup without it being on the front page of our small local newspaper. This is going to be a 2 stories in 1 story time, and Simply Sundays will be about the Urban Dictionary, until I find something else besides never have I ever. Personally, I think the Urban Dictionary is hilarious. Moving on. This is how it all started. It was the hottest summer ever, it seemed. My girlfriend at the time had a teenage son that was socially awkward and wanted to know how to make friends. My brother and I told him the best way to meet people is to join groups of hobbies he likes. I said, like sports. My brother agreed, but he felt that he wasn't good enough to make the school basketball team. So we told him that we will train him all summer. That was back in April. Way before the heat wave, and the cicades deciding that was the year to come out to mold and mate. It was 110 degrees, we're in the middle of a field on a basketball court, helping this young man better his basketball skills before school starts up. Listen here, I've never been a small woman, okay? It was hotter than under the titties of a female with double D's, and it was only 6 in the morning. But we were out there, every morning for a month, getting slapped in the face with flying cicada asses. Their hard shells slapping us like a pimp. But we knew it was for a good cause, so we stuck with it. That's where Bandit comes in. We're at the court, my cell goes off, and it was the manager from my apartment. She's telling me my home security system went off, and they let the police in. First of all, I was spooked because I smoked an L with Bandit and didn't let my apartment air out before I left. But they said everything was cool. Bandit set off the alarm. So they put him back in his cage, locked it, and reset the system. Understand, the female on the other end was long-winded, and what I just told y'all took her 20 hot-ass minutes. I didn't want to be rude, so I let her talk, but I was out that bitch baking, you hear me? All I could smell was chicken. I knew I was at least 10 shades darker, and no matter how much I tried to walk around, there was no cooling off, and no shade for miles. For the 4 hours we were out there, in the middle of a damn cornfield, I got a total of 3 calls, all lasting about 20 minutes. It wasn't until the last call did I even think about leaving. This time it wasn't the manager from the apartment I stay, but the sheriff to the police department, telling me I have 2 hours to retrieve Bandit or they will ship him upstate to the animal shelter. Bandit was my ferret. I get to the police station and damn if they didn't have him in a box and behind bars. They got a good laugh, while I got a good fine. The fine was because the police had to come out to my apartment 3 times, which was a waste of resources, so I understood and felt bad. A little, until I saw the damn fine. Fast forward to basketball tryouts, and my final payment for Bandit's Houdini stunt. I went to the police station to pay the last payment of my fine, and they tell me that I can either get back the $1,500 and the newspaper run the story, or I can pay the last payment to keep it out of the local paper. I wanted to kick that officer's ass. I gave him the last funky $100 and went to meet my brother. It's 4 o'clock and we're waiting for this guy to get home to tell us about the tryouts. The door opens. My brother and I sit up all excited because we knew he made the team. We were just waiting to see if he made varsity. He comes into the house, throws his book bag down, and starts to lecture us on how to make friends. We looked at one another, looked back at him. After damn near dying in the heat, faces breaking out because of those nasty-ass cicadas, and this little so-and-so tells us that he has a friend, and he's not losers like us, that need sports to make friends. This little fucker wasted our entire summer for a temporary friend. But we knew something he didn't know. And a month later he comes home crying. His friend was cracking jokes on him in front of everyone and said he looked like a deodorant rolling ball or a scared turtle. And didn't want to be friends with someone that didn't have fashion sense. I damn near passed out laughing.